So I'm like kind of stuck on my value add letters,
Oh, yeah.
because, and I know that it's probably accurate, but the rates just seem higher than like other people here. I'm in Nashville, and two of my kids go to two different psychiatry practices, and like I feel like they're kind of the two best. They charge less than what I would be proposing, and I don't know like how to get the confidence to just say it, or should I just adjust the numbers down?
Well, let me ask a question, because there's two. You definitely don't want to make a decision based on anxiety, right? If it's just anxiety, you want to push through the anxiety, because there's no way around it's exposure therapy the first time you say your prices. I mean, I think for the first 6 months that I said my price to patients on the phone or whatever, I would be having like a mini panic attack. That's like a normal part of the process. Doing more than just the straight psychopharm is a significant value add, where I wouldn't then say that you're equivalent to them. You offer something unique. People get in their head about charging more than someone else. Like I remember charging more than some of my attendings who were more skilled than me, frankly, and having anxiety about that. But it's not about who's a better person or who's smarter. It's not like your worth is determined in your fees. It's more, how well do you position yourself as offering something unique that people want? And if you position yourself as offering something unique that includes more than just like that standard psychopharm stuff, that's worth more money. And maybe if you're getting anxiety about it, maybe just split the difference between like maybe what I recommended and what they're doing, like pick a middle. Do that for a couple months, get some patients in the door, get confidence, and then go from there. I would say though, because I know I did your private practice audit recently, you basically have a full practice. You're in a different situation. You don't have to take on patients at lower fees because you have revenue from your established patients. So I would just remember that it's not super high stakes. Even if you started at the higher number, you could always lower it again in a couple months if it wasn't working. It's not, I remember feeling anxious, like, oh my God, patients are gonna see that this number keeps changing and they're gonna get mad at me. Like, no one's paying that close attention, no one cares. Even if they do notice, people expect prices to change. Like, they don't expect things to just like stay the same over time. And so you can always just try one approach, and then if it feels like it doesn't work, change it. But I would not change it quickly. Like, give it a real chance to work and to see patients like coming in at that price point, and then only adjust if you're like, oh, this really should be adjusted.
Okay. Same for the follow-up. Like you said, I mean, I have a lot of patients, and you said in the video, like people that you've had less than a year, maybe don't change it. But like a lot of my people are less than a year.
Right. So this is one thing I would say is that the end of the year is coming. So even if patients have been seen for slightly less than a year, I feel like January is a good time to raise fees. Maybe not if they started seeing you in September, that's a little quick. But like if it was in the first half of the year, I think you can raise your fees. You maybe send the announcement letter in December, and the fees are raised effective January. You don't have to send out letters to like 300 patients or your whole patient panel at once. You maybe do like 10 patients, and you just see how it lands, how they respond. And then you get confidence, like, oh my God, no one freaked out, everyone's okay, everyone just accepted it. No response is a good response, right? It just means people read it, shrugged, okay, fine, and moved on with their day. You can do it to 10 people and then wait on the response and then send the next 10. So that way it's relatively low stakes, Even if someone decides to stop seeing you, it's not like that actually negatively impacts you that much.